Hi everybody, this is Toby Brand with the Bold Life Podcast series, and I just want to thank you for stopping by to listen to this podcast show on betrayal. I know your time is valuable, and I just really appreciate you taking the time to invest in yourself and listen to something that can most definitely change your life. And sometimes it's just the simplest things. It's the things that we're not paying attention to, or it's the things that we were not taught. So with that being said, I'm talking about betrayal today. And no, I'm not talking about the kind of betrayal, that happens in relationships or marriages. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not qualified to give relationship advice. It's just not my specialty. However, I'm really passionate about teaching people how to have a relationship with their self, to love their self, to respect their self, to take responsibility for their self. And everything starts with you. When you start taking responsibility from within, your whole outside world will change. So the topic today is betrayal. And, we are living in a society where people are betraying their potential. They're betraying their health and well-being. They're betraying their goals and values. It's so frustrating to see, to watch people betray their health, one of the most important things. And, they're betraying the opportunities to have a more meaningful and significant life. Now, if you don't know what betrayal really means, I'm really a big believer in the power of learning what your words mean. And betrayal, the definition of betrayal is breaking a violation of a contract. Okay, so we're talking about self-betrayal today. Breaking those promises and contracts with ourself, breaking that trust with ourself, breaking that confidence within ourself, that staying faithful to ourself. One of the definitions for betrayal is breach of contract, breach of faith, stab in the back, falseness, faithlessness, disloyalty. And, you can ask yourself, where are you doing that to yourself in your own life? Because I'm pretty sure if you're doing it to yourself, it's definitely springing out in other areas of your life. But you've got to take responsibility for yourself first. That's the most empowering thing that you can do. So just be willing, be open to this. This is not about judgment. This is just facts. This is just real talk, raw and real, and that it's something you can take right now and apply to your life to help you become such a much more better human being. And it always, anytime you take responsibility for your life, it's going to help you become more confident. And confidence is a beautiful thing, because when you're confident, you just tend to accomplish a lot more. So with that being said, let's start this. The 5 ways you are betraying yourself. And not only that, but these 5 ways that you're betraying yourself affect your willpower, your energy, and your health. And when you're destructive and you destroy your willpower, and you deplete your willpower and your energy and your health, it affects every area of your life, your relationships, your business, you name it, the way you see the world. Number 1, the first way you're betraying yourself is you're not being authentic. When you choose to be something that you're not, you're not, and you're not being authentic. And a lot of people do this. I see this a lot. And this is when you're not being authentic, when you feel it. You feel when you're not being authentic. You feel that uneasiness from saying yes to things you don't want to do and that you shouldn't do. It depletes your willpower, it depletes your energy. It just depletes so much in you that it's destructive. It really is not being authentic. You spend a lot of time in situations that are so time wasting, and you think you're doing them because you're not being authentic. You're not being true to you. So that's one way you're betraying yourself. Number 2, every time you let your emotions control you in any situation that makes you act out of integrity or your character, you're betraying yourself. There's a book that I really find phenomenal. I've read 4 or 5 books on emotional intelligence and emotions, and I find it fascinating, and it's really improved my life and many others. So there's a book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by David Bradbury. There's a book called The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And then there's 2 other books that I read. I forgot the name of the authors. I didn't plan on sharing these book titles. But one is Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. The Body, there's another book, the title's The Body Keeps Score. It's a red book, so if you look it up, it's a red book. So that's another way, is when, you're constantly being reactive and you're letting your emotions control, you're just betraying yourself. Just because you get angry or upset about something does not give you the right to be reactive and act out of integrity and character. And so don't betray yourself in that area. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. And if you're doing it now, don't be hard on yourself. It's just about becoming aware and taking action and confronting it. When you choose not to handle something or confront something, you're betraying yourself. This is the 3rd way you're not betraying yourself. Or that you are betraying yourself. I'm sorry. The 3rd way you're betraying yourself is when you choose not to handle something or confront something. You totally lose your power. And it's horrible for your self-confidence. When you choose not to speak up on an important topic that you should speak up on, you lose your power. When you choose not to communicate about a situation that needs to be resolved, you lose your power and opportunity to create significant change and an opportunity to create confidence and self-respect. You can't control what other people do, but you can control what you do when it comes to this 3rd way of betraying yourself. Is confront things, handle things, is one of the most beautiful ways that you can transform betrayal into a blessing, I promise you. Fourth way you're betraying yourself is fear. Fear is a major one that causes people to betray themselves and their goals. I have done it. I've betrayed myself because of fear. I'll be honest. I did that a lot in my 20s and my early 30s. So, whether they're health goals, business goals, life goals, small goals that could really create change in your life, don't let fear get in the way. And here's an exercise that you can do. The goal that you're really wanting to achieve. I love teaching people how to set goals, but that's not what I'm going to do right now. But just write a goal down that you want to achieve right now, and write it down in one column. And then another column, write fear. And the next column, write how you're going to tackle it, how you're going to confront it. So write the goal. Write the fear that's attached to it, why you're not doing it, why you're betraying yourself, and then how are you going to tackle it. Just doing that exercise starts eliminating the fear, because the things that we fear and let our hold us back are just silly. But when we really acknowledge and become aware of how to tackle it, gives you so much confidence and takes away the stress and the worry. I love that exercise. It's very empowering. The only way to have influence over anything is you communicate with it. Okay? I'm going to say that again. The only way you can influence anything, have influence over anything in your life and your worries, is you communicate with it. So remember that. You have anything you're stressing out and worrying about it, you want to have influence on it, you want to have power over it and control over it, is communicate with it, and that feeling will go away, because most of the things we stress out and worry about are not worth it. And our body's not designed to be under a lot of stress. That's why we get sick. And, stress affects your memory, it affects your immune system, it affects decision making, it makes your emotional state so out of whack and like a roller coaster. And what dictates most of your your decisions, is your emotional state. So when you really tackle that one and address that one, that will really bring a lot of calm and peace to your emotions, because there's nothing better than feeling calm and at peace in your life. The 5th way you're betraying yourself is you're not taking care of your health. You're not taking care of your well-being. You're ignoring the signs and the symptoms that your body is giving you, okay? Here are some symptoms of not taking care of yourself that your body is trying to speak to you. And one of them is the inability to handle stress. If you have such a hard time handling stress and your body is maxed out, your emotions are maxed out, that is a big indicator you are betraying yourself and your health. Another one is the ability to focus. You can't focus. You're so distracted. That is another symptom that you are not taking care of your health, your mindset, your emotions. Another one is the ability to sleep. If you're not sleeping well because of stress, there's some things you've got to confront. The ability to engage in your life, in your work, in your relationships, in your friendships. That's another symptom that you're not taking care of yourself and your well-being. And I'm just here to tell you, those 5 ways that you're betraying yourself are very powerful. There's probably a lot of ways you're betraying yourself, or there might be just a few. It just depends on what you're willing to look at. And this is not a judgment message or teaching. This is like, hey, where am I betraying myself? Where am I, not being faithful to myself? That's what it's really about. So, you can apply the 3 A's that I like to apply to approach the betraying of yourself. Is you just admit where you're betraying yourself. That's going to bring awareness. That's the 2nd A. And then the 3rd A is action. Take action. Do something about it. Stand up for yourself. Honor yourself. Honor your life. And everything else will start changing. I promise. There's the 3 C's. You can use the 3 C's to confront and approach the ways you're betraying yourself. And that is confront it. And then communicate with it, and then cleanse it. And what I mean by cleanse is let it go. Let it go, okay? So you want to improve the relationship with yourself and stop betraying the relationship with yourself, learning the skills to master yourself, your emotions, your mindset, your focus, your behavior, and where you put your energy and time to start really honoring your life. I promise you it will be so worth it, because you're worth it. Your life matters. There's something inside you that is a true blessing, a true gift. There's a purpose. And when you betray yourself, you hold yourself back from really moving forward and unleashing that. So with that being said, I really, really love you, and I really respect you. That you even took the time to listen to this. I hope one of them helps, because you're worth it. You're worth the what it takes to get real honest with yourself and take your life to a whole new level. You get this one life. Honor it, value it, make it richer, make it more significant, make it more meaningful. And I promise you, you will be at peace, and that's a great place to be. So thank you for stopping by and listening to my podcast. If you know anybody that could benefit from this podcast, please share, connect with me on Facebook, and hey guys, have a great rest of the week, and thank you again. Bye-bye.